Today's traditional Boxing Day action comes from Imperial Fields as Dulwich Hamlet take on their fiercest rivals, Tooting Mitcham United. The Hamlet enjoyed their final home game of 2017 on Saturday, producing one of their performances of the season so far to comfortably beat Leyton 3-0, with Reise Allassani amongst the goals again with a brace. Nathan Ferguson excelled when he came on at half-time in that game, and he is drafted back into the starting 11 at the expense of Ibrahim Cargbo. The home side come into the game sitting just 2 places above the bottom of the table. However, they have taken 4 points from the last 2 league games, including a draw at Enfield Town on Saturday, a game they were minutes from winning. Frank Wilson brings Callum McNaughton and Danny Bassett into the side. The Hamlet are unbeaten in their last 9 away games in the league to the Terrors. Will they continue that run today? Fancy flick looking for Bassett. Ferguson, he had such a good second half. Conceded a foul there. It's Dominic Morgan-Griffiths. He's going to get a booking, I think. Good well for that. Referee may be lenient. It's only 2.5 minutes into the game. There's going to be a warning for Ferguson. He's very lucky there. Any later in the game, 10-20 minutes, he may well have been booked for that. Made the second goal in that game, Ferguson, against Leyton. Hit the post as well. Excellent 45 minutes. Decides to defend this free kick, which will be provided by Wedgworth. It's a good area it's helped on. And Edwards has the first save to make of the afternoon. Easy save to keeper Omar Folkes. Inside to Ferguson. Trying to turn away from O'Neill. Gets away from him and from Dominic Morgan-Griffiths as well. Allassani. Beanie. Green's the spare man on the far side and Beanie's picked him out. Green comes inside. This is where he's dangerous into the area. Nathan Green. Brilliant run. Great goal. Nathan Green scores in back-to-back games and Dulwich take a lead inside the 8th minute. As soon as the ball went out to him, he seemed to have the run on the defence. And he's buried his shot past Matte Pierson. Beanie playing the ball out to him. As soon as he brought it down and came inside, the danger was there for the defence. Got past the challenge far too easily. One-on-one with Pierson, he wasn't going to miss that opportunity. 3rd goal of the season for the left wing back. Clunis has won a free kick. Free moving Morgan-Griffiths back to the desired 10 yards. Trying to strike again here. Minutes into a dangerous area and Ricky Hales had the free header in there, got in front of his marker. And he should have at least hit the target there, Hales. Another good ball in by Beanie, just as it was for Nathan Green's goal on Saturday. Oh, shots on target. On of Wigan, Clunis trying to put Rowe under a bit of pressure, and Rowe's just about played it back to Pierson. Allassani was lurking, not the best of clearances, but we'll find O'Neill. Beanie might have had a grab of him, he did. Couple of risky balls out of his area from Pierson. One went for a throw. Wasn't helped by Quincy Rowe's pass though. There goes Dixon trying to cause Hales problem. He's got around the back, lobs it back across. Edwards with a fine save to keep out Danny Bassett there. Bassett made a chance out of nothing there. Dixon managing to find the cross and Edwards with a smart save. Seemed a hopeful pass more than anything. That's woken the crowd up as well. O'Neill, what a terrible pass, giving it straight to Allassani, who's in one-on-one. Saved by the keeper. No, it's not. He spilled it. And Allassani, so soon after Tooting could have equalised, has been gifted Dulwich's second goal. Chace O'Neill with a shocking piece of play, giving him the ball, and all he had to do was advance on the goalkeeper. Pierson thought I'd save the shot. He actually squirmed underneath his body. Roll into the back of the net. Allassani on the score sheet yet again. Dulwich 2-0 up. Wedgworth coming forward. Usually so good with his crossing, if he can get onto that left foot. Has to go back to Morgan-Griffiths. There's a Flegg on the other side. Both fullbacks forward in this attack. A man on the overlap in Jones. Drills it in. Edwards spills. Might come for Folkes. Does come for Folkes. The shot's blocked. Edwards spilled the cross. Dulwich got bodies back to defend that. Trying to complete a league double over their rivals. Ferguson. Has he got room for a shot? Yes, he has. Straight at Pierson, though. Well, the space for himself. It's due a goal, Nathan Ferguson. Hasn't scored since October. Hales. It's not a great pass from him. Here goes Jones. Holding off Nathan Ferguson. He's got Dixon to his right. Needs some support. He's got it from Chace O'Neill. Out to Sam Flegg. One of Wigan's been turned nicely there by Jones. Beats him again. Isaiah Jones, good determined run and caught late. Dixon with a shot. Edwards holds on. When the ball goes out, I think on of Wigan may well be booked. It was a late challenge from him on Isaiah Jones. On of Wigan was beaten twice by Isaiah Jones, and he's struggling as he played the pass onto Mike Dixon. On of Wigan brought him down. A bad challenge from behind. He's a combative player on of Wigan, but that was a bad one from him. I'm surprised he's not going to get shown a yellow card there. Of Wigan tussling with Jones, renewing their battle. Jones certainly had the better of him a minute ago. That time on of Wigan does get the ball, and Green will clear. Allassani. Good strength from Reise Allassani, and is away from McNaughton. Clunis wants to play to the middle. He's onside here. Clunis going to get there first. Pierson does well. Clunis couldn't quite get a toe to him. Allassani setting him free. Tremendous play from the Dulwich number 9. Sam Flegg inside to Chace O'Neill. Wide with Flegg again. Is there a cross for him? Lovely little pass. Fooled everyone for O'Neill. Dixon. It was a tame shot. Morgan Griffiths saw Wedgeworth to his left. It's well struck, and Edwards with the save. I thought the move had broken down. Dixon laid it off. Bassett made something of it. And not for the first time, Preston Edwards makes a good save to keep out Danny Bassett. I believe that's the first corner of the game. Quay Taylor. Dulwich find a third before the break. Just under 10 minutes for them. On of Wigan made a great run. Ferguson has dropped deep to receive the ball there, while On of Wigan had gone forward. Weatherstone across to Taylor again. Clunis is really struggling, I think, down below us. Can't run at the moment. Beanie. Here's Allassani. He's in again. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. This time Pierson does make the save. 9 times out of 10, you'd expect Allassani to score that. Dulwich really causing problems for the Tooting Mitcham defence at the moment. Goodness. Seeing how he gets on till half time, perhaps, will be the message. Taylor. And there goes Allassani. He's quicker than Rowe. Centres Clunis, can't get the touch. Another chance for Dulwich to extend their lead in this first half. Clunis not too far away, I don't think, from getting a touch and forcing that goalwards. Very satisfactory 45 minutes, or 40 and a half minutes, I should say, for Dulwich. As Edwards seeks Green. Flicks it on Allassani. Him and Green have been busy on that left-hand side so far. Green, Allassani. Allassani for 3. Across goal it goes. Clunis is there. Gotta be. It is. Clunis gets his goal. Dulwich have a third before the break. Could well have left it. There was a tap-in available for Green, I think. Clunis making sure it's his goal. He's into double figures for the campaign. A comfortable first half, just got even better for Dulwich. Maybe fortunate, or certainly fortunate, not to have been booked in this first half, the Dulwich number 4. Hales again on the ball. Green usually good in the air if you can get hold of him. Nodded down as far as Beanie. That's foul. And Dulwich have another free kick. Jones doing all he could to track him back. Just caught the Dulwich captain. It'd be harsh if Jones is booked when On of Wigan wasn't earlier in the half. And Jones can feel hard done by here. On of Wigan should have been booked earlier for Dulwich, and the challenge that saw Jones injured. A lot of pink shirts from Tamat. He's actually gone for goal, and Pierson holds on his goal line. Flegg, O'Neill, Jones, O'Neill again, Beanie for company. Just about keeps the Dulwich captain at bay. Morgan Griffiths has turned Ferguson nicely, he can't recover. And then gives the ball away to On of Wigan. Not for long though. Mike Dixon fancies the shot, and it's a stinger for Edwards, who's having a go at On of Wigan for losing the ball so cheaply. Routine stop for the Dulwich custodian. Well played, Dulwich Hamlet. Taylor down the line for Green. And now Ferguson in space. Really good passing out of defence that from the visitors, and Ferguson's turned on the pace to come forward with the ball. Beanie was in so much space to his right. He's used Green instead on the left. Is there a cutback for Green? Yes, there is. Pierson saves at the near post. Green, I thought, might have been clipped from behind. Ferguson, I wonder if he could have played in Beanie, though, in the build-up to that chance. Easy for Matte Pierson, former Hampton and Richmond man. Isaiah Jones, well found, edge of the area. Is there a shot for him? Still Jones, there is. Straight at Edwards, though. Not for the first time this half. They find a chance, but it's straight at the goalkeeper again. This time Isaiah Jones cutting in off the flank. Not enough power to really trouble Edwards nor the direction. How many passes Dulwich must have put together in this attack so far. So patient on the ball. On of Wigan, Ferguson will find Green via a deflection. Allassani now. That's the first touch, gets away from Flegg. Allassani's gone for goal from distance. Ambitious. He can score the ridiculous goal though, Allassani. That one not troubling Matte Pierson at all. Ming wanted the ball on the far side. Allassani went for goal himself. Trying to get away from O'Neill. Green. It's a foul. Jones just put his leg across Green. So he's quickly getting on with the game. Ferguson. Clunis. Green. Are they going to play? No, it hadn't. Clunis with a lovely touch to go inside into the area. Clunis comes. Tries to pull it back. Clunis again. Saved by Pierson. Allassani trying to get in. There's a clash of heads in there. It's brave defending. I think it's Wedgeworth who's down as well as Allassani. Really, really determined defending by Wedgeworth. He's taken a real big knock for his troubles. Clunis forcing the save out of Pierson, and then Wedgeworth heading away before Allassani could get in. There was a clash of heads, as I say. Both players needing some attention. I think Allassani's coming off. I think sure I saw the signal for a substitution. Allassani is sitting up at least. Boachi Adam is coming on now. He was meant to come on at the end of the first half when Clunis had picked up an injury, but had to wait a bit longer. It's Allassani who is coming off. Just got the better of him there as Green releases Clunis down the line. A little bit of skill to get him into the area to force that chance a moment ago from Clunis. It's a good pass in the air for Boachi Adam, saved by the leg of Pierson. The clearance could have gone towards Green or Beanie. It wasn't an intended pass that by Clunis originally. It was a shot which Boachi Adam fashioned a chance out of. Taylor. Jones almost intercepted that. Green for Clunis. Back to Nathan Green. Lovely dummy, and he's bursting forward again, Nathan Green. Just held up in the end by Spencer. Green can still cross. Well, bad one. It will come for Clunis. Terrible clearance. Clunis trying to dink it goalwards. Pierson tips it wide. Clunis denied again by Matte Pierson. Trying to dink it into the far corner. Wedgworth, who's recovered from that head knock he picked up. Collision with Allassani. Ball forward is blocked by Weatherstone. It's come for Folkes now though. Jones. He's going to come inside onto his left foot again. No, he tries to beat Green the outside, drills it in, and Edwards, difficult one to get down low to, but made sure he gathers. Kind of one that can easily slip under a goalkeeper, but Edwards does well. Be a great test for Dulwich at the weekend. Billericay for about an hour at Champion Hill. It was an even game earlier in August. Billericay probably deserving of that win in the end. And went ahead in controversial circumstances. That game, here's Jones. Shifts that on, and another save for Edwards. O'Neill, who was with the final chance. Done a good game, Edwards. There's one cross he fumbled in the first half, which could have been messy for him. But actually had him. Beanie takes over, holding off O'Neill. Uses Weatherstone. Ming. Green again down below us, just ready to get forward if the ball comes this way as the furthest man forward. Weatherstone's almost put that into his own net. Edwards has done tremendously well there to head that over his own crossbar. Taking a whack against the post. That is balmy. Weatherstone apologising. It's great work from the goalkeeper, saying what a good game he's had. He just spared Weatherstone's blushes there. Not a moment I want to watch back for now. Wedgworth takes the resulting corner. It's flicked away by Hales. Wedgworth will be an outswinger from him this time. Dulwich dealt with the last one, fine. Ming got the touch this time, but he put it out for another corner. Is it third time lucky for Wedgworth here? It's another good area. It's headed on and it is in. Sam Flegg it is. Dulwich don't get their clean sheet. It's Sam Flegg who rises highest to that penalty area to nod it across Edwards. And Tooting Mitcham with 14 minutes to go have something to show for their troubles today. Wedgworth with a very nice ball in. Flegg got his header in. The defenders on the far post. He's found the corner. Dulwich doing all the damage in this game in the opening 45 minutes. I've had chances since the break. There's the full-time whistle. Dulwich Hamlet will go to Billericay Town on Saturday. Level on points at the top of the table for that mouth-watering clash. They've beaten Tooting Mitcham United by 3-1 in this Boxing Day clash at Imperial Fields. All the damage was done by Dulwich in the first half. They went ahead as early as the 8th minute as Nathan Green burst into the area before firing a rocket of a shot past Matte Pierson. And after Preston Edwards had kept out Danny Bassett, Dulwich went down the other end and were gifted a second goal. Chace O'Neill with a wayward pass, gifting the ball to Allassani, went through one-on-one and slotted under Matte Pierson, all squirming out of the reach of the goalkeeper. And the game was put beyond all doubt really as early as the 41st minute. Allassani's cross was eventually stabbed home by Nyren Clunis. Dulwich did have a couple more chances after the break. Matte Pierson making a couple more saves, but they wouldn't get a clean sheet. Sam Flegg with 14 minutes to go headed home a Peter Wedgworth corner to make it 3-1. But Dulwich, as I say, go to Billericay in 4 days' time. Level on points at the top of the table. Final score at Imperial Fields. Dulwich do the double over their local rivals. It's Tooting Mitcham United 1, Dulwich Hamlet 3. Gav, could have been a difficult game today, being a local derby, but you did a decent job, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. Obviously, Christmas Day, people celebrate and enjoy themselves. You never know how that's going to reflect on the next day, but by and large, I thought our boys looked after themselves fairly well, approached the game well. And our first half, in particular, was very clinical. Looked like we could have gone on to score more goals than the 3. So I think the game really was probably practically finished in the first half, and credit to us for that.
In a way, the way you ran amongst them in that first half, really get men in behind was quite frightening at times.
Yeah, we showed a few signs of Saturday's performance in the first half where we really worked hard, moved the ball quickly, and then obviously offered the threat in behind, which was good. And like I say, at 3-0 half-time, we did speak about really not going gung-ho in the second half and just playing a little bit more conservatively. We've got another big game coming up we need to look forward to, so we really had a little bit of our eye on the next game.
Do you think you switched off a bit too much that last 20-25 minutes though?
Yeah, maybe. It's obviously hard because when you want to go for hell for leather, it's easy to go hell for leather, but then when you have to come down a gear to raise it again is quite hard. So mentally it was difficult, but I thought we did well in the end.
And a good way to take you into that Saturday's game, because the way you're passing around that first half was very slick. You had good pace on both flanks and in behind as well.
Yeah, definitely. We did all right. We did okay. I wouldn't say it was our top performance of the season, but I think we're looking like we can score goals. We're passing the ball fairly well, and we're looking organised as a team, so that's the main thing. And
as well, continuing to share the goals around all the 3 different scorers against Status. It's nice that you get 3 different scores on the team on the score sheet.
Yeah, it is. We want to encourage as many of the boys to get in around the box to score goals. We've got Nyren on the score sheet. It was different from Saturday. Reise and Greeny again. Greeny's starting to come back into a good vein of form as we saw last season, which is very welcoming.
The last 2 games has actually been getting up and down that left-hand side much more than he had in the previous few games.
Yeah, I think we all, including myself, you forget how long he's actually out for. I think the first game of the season he was out for until maybe about a month or so ago. It's a long time, and not doing the sort of movements that he'd been used to. He's a very powerful player, very athletic. It takes a long time to recover, and he's he's been like a motor engine, really getting himself going. But he's there now, he's ready, and he's ready to offer us a little bit for the next 4 or 5 months.
And finally, just how tough a test will Saturday be, and how much will your boys relish the challenge?
We always relish a challenge. We did last year. We did really well in the FA Trophy against decent teams. We did really well against good teams last season in general. So I think this team wants to play against teams who are good and who are capable. And it will always end up being a good game, So yeah, it's what we're here for. That's what the season's all about, to go for the challenges, and this is one of the ones that we've been looking forward to.